Alright, welcome. My opponent for this game was Major. This is a ranked placement game, and I'm playing as the Axis. With that, let's get right into the gameplay. Alright, Germany round number 1. So, Russia bought 8 infantry. And then he did the 9-12. Lost 3 infantry in West Russia. And then he got defeated in Ukraine and retreated with his 2 tanks. Retreated with 2 fighters and 2 tanks. He lost 3 infantry and artillery and tanks. So I did the math on West Russia. I can kill it. I really don't do this play really aggressive with Germany. I usually slow play it. And I'm probably not going to do it right because I slow play. And so I'm not really used to it. So I'm probably going to do it wrong. I just bought kind of my standard. Replace the bomber, 7 infantry, 2 artillery. And then I'm going to kill West Russia. I should have a 94% chance to do it. So let's do this first. Let's take the destroyer out. We'll take... I don't know if I want to use that artillery. All right, because you know what, we're not going to take the destroyer out. We're not going to take the destroyer out. We're going to use the battleship and the transport to stack Ukraine after we hit West Russia. So let's do this. And we'll take all 4 fighters that are in range. And we'll take Ukraine with, or Karelia with 1 guy. And then we will do our standard C-Zone 7 attack. Right? What am I going to lose here? Tanks and 3 infantry. Alright. Now we're going to do it and see what happens. Why not? I just want to see if this works. Can I bring anything else towards West Russia? I don't think so. No. Alright, let's do it. Alright. Alright. We got a better than average result in Ukraine. I'm sorry, in West Russia. We have 4 fighters and 3 tanks. We got a 32% result. So that was pretty good. So, we are going to put our fighters... Ooh, how many can I put over here? Just 1. Alright, we'll put the other 2 there. And then... we're going to grab these fighters and we're going to put them in Bellow. And we're going to go here and here. Right? And then we're going to go here. Here. Oh, I can't go there. Here. Poland. 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 Alright. We're going to move this up. Let's see here. Let's go. I kind of don't want to leave France open, but I kind of have to. Oh yeah, we'll stack Corellia now. Actually, hold on a second here, because like these two tanks are going to Corellia. What else can go there? This is going up here. This is going over here. Alright, then we will grab our artillery and our infantry. Go to 16, go here. Move our battleship up here. Then this stuff is going to move down here, and this over there. And this guy's moving from Italy. That's kind of funky. I have to go there. Well, those could go to Ukraine. You know what? Maybe I'll do that instead. Let's go to Ukraine. And then these guys here, let's go to Ukraine. All right. Yep, I think that's what I want to do. Yep. All right. It's one of the reasons why I hate the 912 is that if it fails, either part of it fails, you're just so far behind. I mean, I don't know how this is going to work out because I'm not really sure what exactly I want to do here, but just at first glance, it doesn't look good for the Allies. But we'll see if he drops a fleet. He should probably drop a fleet here. And then I'll figure out what to do with Japan. But Japan, I can just press. I'll probably do an India J3. But maybe not. Maybe I'll just bum rush towards Moscow and just bypass India altogether, because I don't think he can mount up a good enough defense. But we'll have to see. Right? Okay. Alright, our bomber. Where are we going to put our bomber? Yeah, we'll put everything in. Put everything in Germany. Alrighty. That is going to do it for Germany round number 1, and I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 1. Alright, Japan round number 1. So this game is interesting. I I think we're going to have a little fun with it, just to see, try some different stuff. So England bought 3 fighters, and then he took France, took C-Zone 7 with no losses, killed my transport in C-Zone 5. And then he moved his fleet into 17. Now, I ran some numbers here, and if I use the battleship and 4 fighters and do a carrier drop on him, I think I can clear this fleet. So, but I'll think about that again maybe later. Because I don't know if I want to. I'm in a really good position here, I think, with Germany. So, I don't know if I want to do that, but it might be fun to do. Just to see what would happen. He also did not put the extra infantry from Russia into Szechuan, and that is a big no-no. So we're going to try to make him pay for it and hit Szechuan. And we're also going to set up, because he moved his fleet out of here, we're going to try to set up. I don't usually do Japan, India 3 timing, but I'm going to try it anyway. I think. I don't know how good I am at it, because I've abandoned it so long ago that I forgot how to do it. So I just went ahead and bought a tank, 2 transports, and a plane, since he didn't hit my transport here. We've already got 2 transports on the board, which is not usually the case for Japan. So first things first, we're going to take 2 infantry and 2 fighters from here and hit Burma. And then we are going to take an infantry and artillery, 2 fighters and a bomber, and hit Szechuan, try to clear that out. We're going to take, we'll go down here with 7 infantry and a fighter. We'll take the fighter, and then we'll go over here. We'll grab the tank. Let's see here, that one, and an infantry. That one there. And then we'll go down here and we'll drop it in Yunnan. Take our battleship up here and bombard. Take our fighter and attack Yunnan. Can our cruiser bombard? Yeah, we'll do that too. And then we will take another, where's my other transport? Oh yeah, up here. We're going to take an artillery and an infantry and go down here to 61 and attack Yunnan. And then we are going to we're going to try to kill this just because. So he's got his we'll get a surprise strike. He's got his sub to submerge. It's just a cruiser against a surprise strike, so you never know. But I'll give it a shot. If he doesn't have his sub to submerge, then we will have 2 surprise strikes. Or maybe 1 if his defense gets me first. But we'll go ahead and do that anyway, since we're not doing Pearl. And then what else are we going to do? I think that's it. Alright. So let's get this done and see how that works out. Alright, everything's strong except for C-Zone 41. Alright. That was nice. All right, combat was okay. Our surprise, we got 2 surprise strikes before we got hit, but we couldn't get 1 hit with our sub. So we lost the sub for nothing. We're gonna send our aircraft carrier to 61 and grab a couple fighters. We'll send the other aircraft carrier to 60, and well, actually no. Let's see if we send that one to 61. We can grab that fighter. What about that fighter? No. We'll put it in We'll put it in Kiangsu. And then, let's see here. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that's fine. Let's send our bomber to Kiangsu as well, and then we'll send our fighters. One there and one more to Kiangsu. Actually, you know what? We don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. We can send all that stuff to Kwangtung. Because he's got nothing in range of it. What the hell? I didn't use that? I thought I used that. Oh, well. That's interesting. Damn. Alright. Alright, I think that's okay. I think that's it. Actually, we'll just go like here and be safe. And we'll put our transports in there. Alright. We'll put our fighter in Japan, and then 2, and then the tank will go into Japan. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, you know what? No. Oh, man, I shouldn't have done that. I needed to go... Oh, that's okay, I guess. I shouldn't have done that, though. I should have left it here so I could grab some of these guys. But that's okay. I don't think it's going to matter, because I have 7 guys surviving from Manway, which is plenty. So I'm not going to worry about it. Like I said, I haven't done J3 timing in a long time, and I probably suck at it. Alright. That is going to do it for Japan 1, and I will see you guys back for Germany round number 2. Alright, Germany round number 2. So, I talked about it last time. He put the fleet here in C-Zone 17. I don't want it there. I want it to be done. So, we're going to kill it. Well, we're going to try to kill it. I did the math, and I'm going to do the double carrier drop and hit this with four fighters, a battleship, and a bomber, and see if we can't kill that fleet and get it out of there. And then we'll drop a couple guys into Libya, and then we'll go from there. But we are going to hit. We're going to take 2 infantry, and artillery, and 1 tank, and hit West Russia. Actually, you know what? Let's not do it this way. Oh, I bought 2 carriers and 5 infantry. We're going to send 2 infantry this way. So we'll just replace them. And we'll do 1 tank. Alright. And then we are going to send all of our fighters, our battleship, and our bomber into C-Zone 17. We're going to send those 2 guys and 1 fighter. We're going to kill his transport with the other fighter. And I think that's it. So hopefully this battle goes well and we'll be clean. But we should lose anywhere from 2 to 3 fighters. But it could be worse, it could be bad. Who knows? He's got 5 units, and I've got 6. So, but I've got 2 hits on one of mine. So I've got like 7 against 5, and we'll see. So we'll see. All right, let's run it. Implausible in West Russia. That's okay. I kind of want to strafe it anyway. And then strong in C-Zone 17. All right, let's do it. Wow, you do not have his, There we go. I like that. Alright. You want, go to Alright, that's not good. Alright, combat was pretty ass as far as West Russia goes, because we did not, we killed one guy. And then, but we blew the hell out of him in 17, and we got 3 fighters left over, so we're going to drop... No, not the battleship. The 3 fighters, there we go. Sea Zone 15. We're going to grab 1 tank and 1 infantry. Go down to Libya. We're going to move this guy to Libya. This fighter, one of them is going to go to 15. And one of them is going to go to Karelia. Move these guys up to Karelia. Our tanks... Actually, let's not do this here. We're going to move these guys and these guys. And these tanks. And then these guys are going for... do we want to do... Yeah, hold on a second here. Let's move a couple of them. Let's move 2 guys. And we'll move everybody else forward. AA gun is going here. This AA gun is going there. All right. All right. You know what? Put one there. We'll put them both there. So we can hit Ukraine if he stacks. Alright. Alright. Our aircraft carriers have to go into the Med. We'll put 3 infantry in Germany. 2 infantry into Karelia. Not the best turn, and it's kind of silly if you ask me to do that stuff. But I wanted to get rid of the fleet, and I figured why not. So that's going to do it for Germany too. I'll see you guys back for Japan, round number 2. All right, Japan, round number 2. So United Kingdom bought his fleet, his aircraft carrier, transport, destroyer, and 3 infantry. And then he killed my battleship. I did not get a single hit, which really sucks, but okay. And then he moved everything else into Egypt, which is kind of cool. I mean, it's a decent play because I can't take Egypt now for sure. But I think I'm just going to go this way and start killing ships, or just buying more fleet and transporting maybe some of these guys out of Africa. Maybe I'll just take trans. Who knows? But the one thing that, because he did that, I can do a round 2 India. I did the math on it, and I should be able to kill it 94%. And I lose 1 plane, 2 artillery, 2 infantry. I have the tank left, which he will not be able to take it back because he doesn't have any transports in range, so we'll be able to buy stuff. So I went ahead and just bought an industrial complex. I'm going to put it in Kwangtung. And then I bought 5 infantry for Japan. We're going to block his fleet. And then we're just going to buy a shit ton of land units from here on out and planes to kick his navy out of here. And race to Moscow. And then that'll be it. So, let's do it. So, let's see. I want to do 1 guy here. And 1 guy there. And then we're going to hit India. Alright, so I'm going to send my tank into India. We are going to pick up 2 artillery and an infantry. Go here. Pick up another infantry. Go here. Drop everything in India. We're going to take our bomber. Our fighters. And that's it. It's 10. Wait a minute. We're going to take our battleship. We're going to take our cruiser. So that is 12 against his AA gun. And we're going to make sure we have one land unit remaining. So I think that's it. Yep, let's do it. All right. Combat was good. We did lose a bomber and a fighter taking India, but we took India. So we're going to send those 3 planes there. Our aircraft carriers are going there. And we're going to send one of these planes there. 5 infantry are going to Manchuria. Let's see here. We're going to send a destroyer to 58 and a destroyer to 63. The transports and the battleship are going to 48. Where do I want to put this fighter? We'll put it in Manchuria, I guess. I wonder if we should take... Yeah, you know what? Hold on a second here. Alright, we're going to send our battleship down there. And then we're going to pick up some units. We'll take the tank. Well, no. Let's just not get greedy. Let's just go down here with our transports. We'll leave those guys to defend Japan just in case. He has no tanks in range. Nothing is going to take this back. Now, possibly he could do 3 planes and a bomber at my fleet, and that might work. Then if he does that, he's going to leave Egypt open, so he's probably not going to do that, I would think. All right. That's going to do it for Japan round 2. I'll see you guys back. Oh, wait. All right, so mobilization. We are going to put an industrial complex in Kwangtung, and we're going to put 5 infantry in. All right, and we're up to 40. He can land in Beri this turn if he wants, but he cannot land in Manchuria. Not like he could take it. He only has 1 transport here. We should be able to buy enough defense for Japan while we storm towards Russia. So that's going to be the plan from now on, is just buying a bunch of land units, as many as we can afford. And start pressing towards Russia. So that's going to be it for Japan round 2, and I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 3. All right, Germany round number 3. So USA in round 2 bought another battleship, 2 artilleries, 2 infantry, a destroyer, and another battleship. And he's just sailing, killed my destroyers. He's just sailing towards Japan with 2 transports. He just keeps sailing with 2 transports. Yeah. It is a lot of shit here. That might be a problem, but yeah, I mean it is a problem. But I'll just do my best to defend Japan while I try to get Germany to squeeze Russia out. He moved with Russia. Oh yeah, he took Northwest and France, and then he killed my destroyers. So it is going to take some doing to defend here. But I'm going to see what I can do. Let's see here. And then Russia bought 3 artilleries, 4 infantry, and took Ukraine. But he moved heavy into Ukraine, which I'm not sure is the greatest idea, but I guess he's trying to put a lot of pressure on Germany, but realistically, the back end here landings is going to what's going to put a lot more pressure on me. But because he's not buying any land units, so yeah, England can land, but USA's got no follow up after these are dead for at least 2 turns. So that's something. I'm probably going to lose Africa because he did this, but because he did this, I took India, right? So I'm just going to start stockpiling units in Asia and just do my best to defend against his ginormous navy here. But without transports, it's not going to do him a lot of good. I'm sure he's going to get some at some point. But all I did with Germany is buy 12 infantry and an artillery. We're just going to try to get our money up to 43, and then start buying like a plane and 11 infantry every turn, until we just have enough to just stack everything here. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to go and hit this with everything in range. And we'll leave that tank there. We are going to take 2 infantry. And a fighter. And hit West Russia. And actually that fighter can even go back there. Alright. And then we're going to do something interesting. So we're going to take an artillery and an infantry. Go to 14, drop them in France. We're going to take 2 fighters and go to France. 2 more fighters and go there. We're going to take 1 infantry from Germany and 2 infantry from Germany to go there. And then we're going to take 1 tank and take Morocco. And I think that's it. Yep, I think that's it. All right. We are going to lose Africa pretty soon. Yeah, I think that's the best course of action, so let's run it. Alright, combat was alright. We did lose 6 infantry, which was not great, but we killed 11 infantry, an artillery, a tank, and 2 anti-aircraft batteries, so that's not terrible. We're going to move another tank back here with 2 guys. Oops. Hang on, do that as much as we can. And then what to do with the aircraft carriers is a decision here. We could put him here, and then he can attack with and Morocco. He could land in Morocco. So he can land all those fighters. Let's split the difference. We'll put one there. We'll put one there. And then we'll land our fighters in Germany. This one will go back to Karelia, our 6 infantry. And we'll do 1 AA gun. Other AA gun, we'll swap. Alright, I think that's all I want to do. It's not a great turn, but it is what it is. We just got to start dumping a bunch of infantry into Europe. So let's do 1 there, and then we'll go. Do we need anything in Italy? We'll go 2 there. We'll go 10. We got 9 left. Yeah. And then we'll go 1 in Italy. All right. That's probably not going to be enough to hold. Especially since you can go 1, 2. So he's got the bomber, and he's got 2 fighters, and he's got 1 infantry, a tank, and 2 infantry, 1 artillery, and 1 tank. Who knows? But now, because he lost all these 9 infantry, I might be able to stack West Russia next turn. Maybe. I don't know. I may not even want to. I might just... I won't have enough to stack the Caucasus yet, but... Anyway, this is gonna be a problem. I just gotta build enough units to defend Japan, keep it alive, and not let him get on the mainland and start putting industrial complexes there. So, and he's got a bomber here too. Yeah, that's not good. But we'll just buy. We've got. Let's see our. It's an even game, 142 to 141. Economically, I'm making 81. He's making 97 or 87. He's making 87. I'm making 81. But he's going to have all of Africa, which kind of sucks. So, anyway, that's going to do it for Germany round 3. And I will see you guys back for Japan round number 3. Alright, Japan round 3. So, United Kingdom bought 2 transports, 2 artilleries, 3 infantry, and then he took Norway, which was undefended. Took Morocco, and then he killed my stuff in Libya. I only had 1 infantry there, but he didn't lose any units, and he killed my transport and my aircraft carrier in 14. So that's fine, though. Didn't take France, didn't take Northwestern. We'll be okay, I think. Bigger problem here is USA. It's not that big of a problem. He only has 4 land units. So my biggest threats are Manchuria and Japan, but a secondary threat is he could bounce through here and take the Philippines, or bounce through here and take my industrial complex in Kwangtung, and then start producing American troops on the mainland here. So I cannot allow that to happen. So I just need to buy some planes. I ran the numbers here. This is going to be a sweat, I think, Manchuria, but Japan should be completely well defended. I just went ahead and bought 2 destroyers and artillery and 2 more fighters for Japan. And then we are going to take our tank, go down to 32 and drop him. Wait a minute. And take Madagascar. Right? And I think the bomber is way over here. Yeah. And the USA bomber is here. 1, 2. No way does it get over there. Okay. I think I'm pretty safe, but who knows? I never count bombers right anyway. We're going to grab this transport and grab these 2 dudes. We're going to go and hit Australia. We're going to take this transport, grab this dude, take Australia, go here, grab this dude, go over here, take Australia. Oh man, that's it. We're not going to take anything else from Russia, although I really want to, because what? He's making what? 22? He's making way too much money. Way too much money. I should make him trade these, but I'm not going to do that. Damn. Man, I thought about taking this and taking this and this. He can do 6 infantry and an artillery. But I can I can heavy trade with them, I think. I'm just going to buy lots of shit tons of infantry with Germany. Now, I wanted to buy shit tons of infantry with Japan, but I can't do that yet. So I'm going to nickel and dime him. Yeah. Man, I really want to take that instead and make him trade. Make him trade that, because he'll be making 18 to 6 guys. Mini stack that as well. I could. No, I don't have enough troops. I don't want to do it yet. It's only round 3. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Alright. So that's all I want to do. Alright. 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 Combat was okay. We lost a guy here. Alright. But other than that, so we are going to move our fleet into 36. Our fighters are going to Manchuria and Moscow. I mean Manchuria and Japan. I'll ship to 36. And then we're going to put one guy here. He only has like a 38% chance to cap Manchuria if he goes in with all of his stuff. And if he does that, he loses Well, I mean, hell, if he risks all of his fighters and loses them all, then that will be good for us. But he's just gonna he's just gonna keep buying ships with America, I think, because he's got infantry and he's got land units here, but he's got no transports for him yet. This guy can't go back. This guy can go back. So this guy will probably drop these guys here and they'll move forward down here. I don't know. Maybe. And then transport will go here. These guys will go here. If he does that, he won't even kill my transports. But if he kills my destroyers. Alright, we'll see. It's kind of a silly turn. I'm not sure if I should send that guy that way. In case he does it. I'm gonna do it only because if he has if he does manage to take this, I'll be able to use one infantry and take it back. I know it sounds silly, but it is what it is. Alright, let's Japan have 2 fighters. I'm sure he's got 4 fighters and 5 guys. Okay. Alright, so we put 2 fighters in Japan. We put a destroyer in each sea zone. And then we throw an artillery into India. We're still only up to 40 again, which is not great, especially since USSR is making way too much money. For as few troops as he has, he's making way too much money. I'm sure he'll trade West Russia again, I'm thinking. Anyway, that's going to do it for Japan round 3. I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 4. Alright, Germany round number 4. So I absolutely hate my position. Unbelievably. Even though I took India in the second round, I hate my position here. Which I know I'm just overthinking everything. But let me just run down his moves. So USA, 2 artilleries, 4 infantry, 3 transports, and a submarine. Transports in the sub went over here. The artilleries went over here into the East Coast with 2 infantry, and then 2 infantry went over here. And then he attacked Manchuria. He killed 62, yeah. And then he hit Manchuria. He lost 4 infantry, and I lost 4 infantry, so it was kind of a draw. But his bomber had to land in Soviet Far East, so it's going to die now. And then, but I just don't like where my position is, because he's going to be able to go like so. So in round 4, I'm safe. Round 5 is when he's going to land, more than likely, although I can probably block it. I don't know if I'll be able to block it or not. But round 5, he'll probably be able to land in Manchuria. I just don't like it, because I have to start buying land units here. I have to buy land units and start moving. I have to start taking away some of Russia's money. Russia's making way too much money. They're still making 24 bucks. I gotta cut off some of his income. And I'm gonna lose Africa. So I'm just not in a good way right now. But I'm just doing all land units. 13 infantry, 1 artillery. Germany's making 37. I should get it up to 43. Well, hell, I could even go 44 if I do that, but what's the point of that? I am going to do 44. Because I'm going to take this one too. Morocco. Even though those units are going to die. So we are going to hit this. And I kind of want to kill that transport. I kind of want to kill it. I probably shouldn't kill it, but I want to kill it. We're going to go 1 infantry into the Caucasus. And then we're going to go 1 artillery, 2 of these infantry, and 1 fighter into West Russia. And then we're going to kill his transport. And then with these guys dead, well, he can still go into Italy, but he'll lose his transport, another transport. But if I was him, I would do it anyway. I would do it anyway. He doesn't have a carrier, so he can't use those. Maybe I'll mini stack Italy. Yeah, maybe I'll mini stack Italy. Yeah, I'm just not in a good position here. All right. Alright, combat was great. We didn't lose anybody. Which is nice. Our fighter is going back to Karelia. These 4 fighters are going back to Germany. All these guys are moving forward. Now we'll move... the AA gun. And we'll move 4 of the tanks. And then we're going to go and we're going to mini stack Italy. We're going to give him France and Italy, which I hate. But his USA stuff is not going to get here this turn. So he can land with United Kingdom, which he can put 6 units in there. That's it. I should be able to kill that. And then I'll have to keep trading France forever. Oh man. I've done some stupid shit in this game. Oh man. But it's all land units from here on out, guys. All infantry and artillery from here on out. If I get any amount of money, I'll mix in a plane. But that's about it. I got to start taking some of this income from the allies. Hopefully these guys go here and don't go into Italy. Which I should be okay there, because I'm going to put more troops in Italy, so that's alright. Alright. That's a shitty turn, but oh well. Alright, we're going to do... We'll do 1 artillery, 9 infantry, we'll do 2 infantry there, and we'll do 2 infantry in Italy. And I hate to give UK all that damn money, but I'm going to have to give it to them. I'm going to have to give it to them. I can't get into Russia yet. I just don't have enough manpower. I could try like buying 6 tanks, maybe 5 tanks for 2 turns, and have 10 Japanese tanks to hit Russia with, but I don't know if that's such a great idea. But I'll think about it. Anyway, that's going to do it for Germany round 4, and I will see you guys back for Japan round number 4. Alright, Japan round number 4. So, like I said, I think last turn, I really hate my position now. United Kingdom, they did some normal stuff that we thought they would. They took, he bought a transport, 3 artilleries, and 4 infantry. He's just going to start landings here, threatening all this stuff, which is fine. I can kick him out. We can trade this for a little bit anyway. And then he took Algeria, killed my stuff there. Did not lose anybody. Oh no, undefended. Oh, I guess he just moved over and then he took Finland. So I can kill that. I can take all this stuff back. But Russia's going to trade West Russia and they're going to trade the Caucasus again. 100%. Because he's got enough stuff that he can trade everything. So, and I can't stack it yet. Although I do have 9 guys coming, and I got guys on the move. So it's going to be, I'll be able to put some pressure on him, but not enough. I gotta, I'd love to cap that real quick because this is going to be an issue here. I'm just going to not do anything. I'm going to set up a take back of Manchuria because I can buy this turn. Next turn I'll be set up with 12 fighters, I think, and enough guys that when he lands in Manchuria, I'll just wipe him. So that's going to be my plan. I don't know how good it is, but that's going to be my plan. And I just bought 5 infantry and 2 planes. 3 infantry for India, 2 for Kwangtung, and 2 more fighters for whatchamacallit, Japan. And then we're gonna start taking some stuff. Take Persia, take Kaz, take Buri. We're gonna take hit Australia. And then we're gonna grab this guy, go down to 28 and take South Africa. Persia, Kaz, Australia, South Africa, Buri. Persia, Kaz, Buri, Australia, South Africa. That's it. Oh, no. I'm killing this bastard. I'm going to kill the bomber there. Can't leave bombers with nobody there and expect them not to be killed. So we're definitely going to hit that. All right. But he's going to have stuff in range of not the Philippines yet. Well, he could put stuff in 59. That might not be terrible for him. I don't have any sort of a fleet that can repel anything that he can do now, so he's pretty much got free reign in the Pacific. I'm just going to do my best to do what I can do. So let's run this. All right, combat was pretty good. We did not lose anybody, so that is pretty good. Our fighters are going back to Manchuria. We're going to move this guy up to Manchuria just because in case he decides to go fighters on fighters, I have 1 sacrificial infantry to kill some of his planes. I can't imagine him doing that, but maybe he will. I don't know. Oh, this destroyer. I forgot about that destroyer. Shit. I'll move it to 47. And then the rest of my fleet is going to 46. Except my transports are going to 39. And so here's the reason for the transports to 39. So next turn, I can pick up 1 guy and drop him in New Zealand. And then I can pick up the other 2 guys and take them over here to Sea Zone 30 so I can send them en route to Africa. Now these 3 fighters may just kill this tank, and so I can't advance into Africa. So that's why I want to have a backup plan to send these guys into Africa. I'm going to lose Kaz, but Barry's fine, and I'm just going to keep running him up here. I'm going to run him over here so that I take some of Russia's money, because Russia's just making way too much money. And we're gonna do our best to. But next turn I'm gonna have to buy 2 tanks. I'm gonna have to. And I got to get enough planes at some point where I can kill his fleet. If I go to 49, he can drop his carriers there and use his fighters. I don't want to do that. That's why I went to 47. Alright, that is it. God, I hate my position in this game. Alright, we're going to put 3 infantry there, 2 infantry there, and 2 fighters in Japan. And we're up to 52 bucks, so we can buy a couple of tanks for Kwangtung next turn, and more infantry, and more fighters. We got 10 fighters for Japan. He's gonna pick up these 2 guys. Oh, he's got those guys there too. Maybe he'll pick up that stuff there, and then in the next turn he'll go probably to Bari or Manchuria. He's going to want to go to Manchuria to put an industrial complex there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a counter response to him, so that we'll have 3 infantry, 2 tanks, and 12 fighters to kill his 10 units. So, like I said, not 100% ideal, but not terrible either. And then if he wants to drop industrial complex there with nobody in it, and I send 2 more tanks and take it, that'll be fine to give me a free complex. I would love that. So hopefully it doesn't happen. I need to really start squeezing Russia. I had my opportunity and I just didn't take it. But anyway, that's going to do it for Japan round 4. I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 5. All right, Germany round number 5. So, let's see what USA and Russia did. Alright, so USA in round 4 bought an artillery, 3 infantry, a transport, a sub, and a cruiser. Everything went on the west coast of America. And then didn't do any combat, moved everything to Alaska. Which is fine. I mean, it's going to be a problem, but right now, it's not that big of a problem. I can deal with it. I'll have to run the numbers, though, because for Japan... But at the end of... Ooh, yeah, I'm going to have to run the numbers for Japan. What's my Japan money? 45? 52? Shit, I got a lot of money. I can buy a lot of fighters. And infantry. So I should be able to get this up to... a reasonable defense, and then set up to take back Manchuria when he lands in it next turn. I don't have anything close enough that I can block his fleet here, but oh well, it is what it is. I'll deal with Russia first, and then I'll deal with this. Then Russia, believe it or not, let's see here. Russia bought 8 infantry, which is pretty standard. Then he took Kazakh, though. He lost in infantry. He took West Russia with no units lost in battle. Wow, no hitbacks. And then he took the Caucasus with no units lost in battle. Pretty good as far as the combat goes, but a bad move, I think. because he spread himself really thin. So I'm actually going to kill West Russia. I'm going to stack Archangel, and then I'm going to run the numbers. I might just use all my planes to kill these tanks, and then he will not have a counterpunch to my stack in Archangel. So all I did was buy 2 artillery and 12 infantry, and then we're just going to hammer. So let's see here. Let's see. I gotta go. Let's see. There's 3. Let's do 3 more. Do 3 of those. We'll do a fighter. 2 fighters. How about 3 fighters? Let's do 3 fighters. And then we'll do everything from Italy into France with a fighter. And then we'll do an artillery and 2 infantry. And a fighter. Oh yeah, and then everything else is going in here. As long as we kill these tanks, we should be okay. And as long as this isn't terribly unsuccessful, we should be okay. Alright, everything's strong. Alright. Alright, combat was kind of hilarious. We took France, no problem. We took West Russia, no problem. Archangel, no problem. And we could not take Northwestern Europe. So that's going to go back in there. Our fighters are going back into Germany. Let's see. We'll send 2 fighters. Well, let's send 1 back there. And then 2 up to Karelia. All this stuff is going up to Karelia. Wait a minute, is that... No, I don't want to do that. Why is that there? I already have an AA gun there. Yeah, well, hell, we'll move it there. And we'll move that one there. Why not? Let's see. I want to move anybody into Poland. Yeah, I probably do. Or I can have 18 infantry there, but I want to have some counterpunch. But actually, I think I can just kill Russia. Actually, I won't be able to kill Russia. He's got too much money. He's got way too much money. So let's just move 2. And we'll move 3. Now we'll move 2. We'll just move 2 into Poland. It's not going to be enough, but that's okay. Alright, we're going to do 1 artillery in each of those places. We're going to do 9 infantry. infantry and 1 infantry, 2 infantry. Alrighty. Alrighty. Germany's not doing great. We're not doing totally horrible, but we're really not doing great. Although I do have a decent stack right there. 19 guys in range of... They're not in range yet, but they will be soon. Yeah, not terrible. We can go... Oh, yeah, but we didn't move up there. We should be okay, though. Because we're going to steal all this money now. So we should be able to squeeze Russia now. We're in a position to squeeze Russia now. Anyway, that is going to do it for Germany round 5. And I will see you guys back for Japan round number 5. Alright, Japan round number 5. So United Kingdom bought 4 artilleries and 4 infantry. And then he took France. Killed all my guys, and he took Morocco, which, that's fine. We knew those guys were going to die, but he did lose 3 infantry taking Morocco, which is nice for me. We're going to squeeze him out. He's probably going to take this back, I would think. But we've got 19 infantry in range of West Russia now, so we can probably squeeze him out. We're going to kill his tanks this turn, so he can't counterpunch me here. So that we're going to risk losing some fighters, but that is what it is. And then what we're going to do is we're going to back out of Manchuria. We're going to let him take it with his 7 units and his AA gun. And then we're going to counterpunch him and kill him before he can put the industrial complex. His return is 4 guys. So that's not going to be enough. And we'll just keep defending with Germany. And we're going to take... so we're going to go up here. We're going to take 2 of those. We're going to grab 1 infantry. Take New Zealand. Oh, you know what? I should just take those guys and go over here. And then take Brazil next turn. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I wasn't going to, but that's what I want to do. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. All right. And then our big... oh, yeah, we're going to grab this. We're not grabbing this because I don't want him to just drop a guy in there and kill it. So we're going to grab this. He's totally safe. From everything but an airstrike. If he wants to do an airstrike, that's fine with his limited fighters. But this is the battle that's going to kind of suck for us. We're going to send that and 4 fighters. Just hope we don't lose... Hope we don't lose any fighters. But if we do, then we do. But I went ahead and bought 2 tanks for Kwang Tung. 2 infantry and an artillery for India, and then 3 fighters for Japan. And that should be okay enough to defend. Got to figure out something to do with our fleet here. Maybe we'll go... Maybe we'll go this way. I kind of want to put it back on here. You know what? Let's put our fleet back in 36. So then we can... maybe even dead zone this with a bunch of fighters. I don't know if we'll have enough to do it, but it's worth setting it up, right? So let's do that. I think that's it. Yep. All right. All right. Combat kind of sucked because we lost a fighter. I'm going to put our fighter in... we're going to put our 3 fighters into Sinkang. This guy is backing up. These guys are going forward. No, they're doing nothing. These guys are doing nothing. Our fleet is going back into 36. We'll send 1 transport. We'll grab these 2 guys. Maybe I should just grab 1 guy. And then send the other guy that way. Yeah, you know what? Let's grab 1 guy. And go to 41 with 1 transport. The aircraft carriers are up here. They can go 1, 2. Can't even get there. They can't get him. They cannot get him. And I don't see his bomber. I thought he had a bomber, but I don't see it anywhere. I might be missing it, but I don't see it anywhere. And then the other transport will go... Oh, let's send it over to 36. Well, let's wait. We'll grab this guy. Go back there. All right. All right, I think that's all I want to do. I think that's all I want to do. Yeah. All right. 2 infantry and an artillery into India. 2 tanks into Kwangtung and 3 fighters into Japan. And we're up to 49 money, which is pretty good. We got maybe 1 more round of buying. So we'll buy 3 more infantry, so that'll be 8, and an artillery, and then we'll have to send probably these fighters down here to guard against this. I assume he's going to go this way and try to kill this. Maybe he'll just bum rush and go and go south back toward and try to liberate India. He might do that. And I'll have to do the math on this. I think he's got way too much stuff. I'll have 12 fighters, 2 battleships, a destroyer, a cruiser, and 2 aircraft carriers. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Against, what does he got? 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 10, 13. And I have 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I don't know. It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. But next turn, oh, we can even try to take Hawaii. I didn't even think of that. Because I figured he's got it locked down, but we probably can't. We'll see if he knows. Yeah, he's going to do something with this. But we're going to take Brazil next turn, which will be nice. And then we'll send this other guy over here, and we'll send him to Africa. Or maybe to Cuba or something. Anyway, that's going to do it for Japan round 5. I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 6. All right, Germany round number 6. So USA bought 3 transports. Put 2 in the west coast, 1 on the east coast, 2 artilleries and 3 infantry, and then he just split it. He put 2 infantry and an artillery, and then an artillery and an infantry in the east coast. And then he took Manchuria, which we thought he would, but he didn't bring his AA gun, which is nice. And then he moved a lot of his subs and stuff down here. I guess because he thinks I'm going up here to Mexico, but I'm not. I'm going to Brazil. And he could start taking some of this stuff back, but unfortunately for him, he gave me a 94% on his fleet. So I could actually kick out. I can kick all of his stuff out of Manchuria, or I can just kill his fleet. If I kill his fleet, I can take my time and kill everybody in Manchuria. So I think I'm going to do that because I can buy 2 more tanks and a couple more fighters. I got 49, so I could buy like 3 more fighters and even a transport and put it here. And then I can just start dropping everything in Manchuria. And whatever fighters live can just land in Anhui. So I think that's what I'm going to do. He doesn't really have a snipe opportunity for that. So for Germany... Oh, let me see what Russia did. Hold on. And then Russia bought 2 artilleries and 5 infantry. And then he took Ukraine with 1 guy. And that was it. And then he moved everything back into Russia. So with Germany, I just bought land units. 11 infantry, 1 artillery. I'm going to clean up Europe a little bit. And then go from there. But Japan's going to be how I win this game. So we're going to take the Caucasus with 1 guy. And then we're going backwards with these guys and forwards with these guys. We're going to take 1 tank and blitz it over there. We're going to take another tank and hit that. 2 infantry and a tank. And then we're going to hit France. Let's see, that's 3. We need 6 more. And all of our fighters. All right. That's for Japan. All right, so let's run this and see how we do. All right. Good. Oh. All right. That kind of sucked because I sacked a fighter to keep France. And then we're going to go, let's see. No, we don't want to do 4 fighters. Yeah, we'll do 4 fighters. Actually, we'll do 3 fighters. Oh, that's all they can do, so we'll just do 4 fighters. Let's see. Oh yeah, this stuff's gonna go back here. Actually, hold on. Actually, do I care about that? Do I care about that? Yeah, I'll do that. Why not? Do that too. I'll just do that. Alrighty. Alrighty. Oh, but let's see here. Artillery and 9 infantry there and 2 infantry. Yeah. Really. Alright, so I'm going to lose France again, but at least Germany's safe. Karelia's safe. He can trade back with Russia, but it's just a matter of time now. Especially if I kill his USA fleet, then he's going to have nothing. He'll have nothing. Plus, I'm going to take another 3 with Japan. And it's going to take him 2 turns to get over there. And I mean, he can go here and take New Zealand back and take. Well, he can take New Zealand back. Or he could take. No, he can't. He can take New Zealand back. That's it. And then once I wipe his fleet, I'll send stuff down here. I might even just buy subs and send them over here. I don't know. I don't need to worry about this shit, really. I will send this transport up here so that I can hit Manchuria next turn after I kill his fleet. All right. Anyway, that is going to do it for Germany round 6. I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 6. All right, Japan round 6. So United Kingdom bought 3 artilleries, 4 infantry, and an industrial complex for Egypt. Oh, he bombed Germany for 6. All right, did a bombing raid in Germany for 6. Took Persia because it was undefended. Took France. And I must have forgotten to take Northwestern back. That was stupid of me. I should have taken it back. Anyway, so I've done the math on his fleet here, and I have a 94% chance to kill it. So I'm going to try to kill it. But I'm going to set up, because he's got 7 units here, I'm going to set up to hit this next turn and clear it out. So let's see, this guy can go here. I was going to put this transport over here. But I'm going to take Egypt now. Because he put the industrial complex there, I'm going to actually take it. So I'm not going to be able to hit this with well, let me see. What can this transport do? He can't get close enough. He can go here and here. He can go up to 34. This transport can go to 46, but that ain't going to be close enough. And it'll be dead anyway because the sub is here. So this transport has to go over to 38. All right, but anyway, so I bought three fighters, 2 tanks, an artillery, and an infantry for India. And then the first thing we're going to do is go over here and take Brazil. Which will lose this transport, but that's okay. And then we're going to take that. And then we're going to take this. So my options were I can clear this out because I have plenty to clear this out with my 3 infantry, 2 tanks, and my 12 fighters. Or I can hit his fleet and hopefully clear that out. And that's the option that I'm choosing. And then we're going to we'll take this guy, go here, grab another infantry, go here and take Egypt, and then all this stuff will go forward. And let's see. And then we will attack his fleet. Hopefully I have something left over. According to my calculations, I should have substantial amount of stuff left over. But you never know with dice. So I just got to make sure I land. Every fighter that lands has to go here. in Anway to protect from this. He can go this way. I don't give a shit. I suspect he's going to start taking all these back. I think he'll take all the... He'll take this one, this one, this one, and this one all back with Russia. But everyone we're trading is just not going to help him out. So let's run this and see what happens. Captures, captures, captures. Strong and strong. All right. Alright, so we take subs. Oh no, we take battleships. 2 of those hits. Take cruiser. And one aircraft carrier? Yeah. Ooh, 5 hits. Alright, let's just take 5 planes. Well, you know what I want to do hits. With 12 fighters we got, and I want to keep battleships. We want to keep carrier. And we'll sack carrier. You know, we buy carriers. Alright, so I have 2 battleships. And what did I have? And with 8 fighters? 2 battleships, 8 fighters? Alright, so our 8 fighters are going there. Our 2 tanks are going there. Let's see. Send this transport to 38. This transport is going to... Yeah, we'll go up here. Oh, that's not good. We're not going to do that. We'll send it... we'll send it there. All right. All right, our 3 fighters go into Japan. Our 2 tanks go into Kwangtung, and then our infantry and our artillery go into India. All right, we're up to 53 bucks. We're in pretty good position with the Axis powers here, especially Japan. Now we're clear of his fleet. And we can buy a couple carriers. What is it? He's got 30, he's got 41. He can still buy more Navy if he really wants to. But now I can just buy a fat Navy and buy a couple carriers, couple destroyers, and I should be able to defend this. I'll kill this, and we'll make a beeline for Moscow. And that should wrap it up. So anyway, that's going to do it for Japan round 6. I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 7. All right, Germany round 7. So USA moved up and took Berry, which is fine. I got to decide. Maybe I'll go this way with Japan and just take that with one guy. So he can't build an industrial complex. And then he bought, of course, he bought 2 battleships. Oh my God! He bought 2 battleships. That's what he bought. He's gonna rebuild it again. So I'm gonna buy a couple of carriers, and we're just gonna go after his fleet and just kill him. I've had enough of this, and I've had enough of this over here. So I'm just gonna stack that. I think I'm just misplaying this game, to be honest. Russia moved down into Oh, the other thing he did is he took Brazil back, and then he came down here and liberated New Zealand, because now he's got a little mini fleet and a couple of guys. He's going to start liberating all this shit. So I am going to have to send probably my battleships down here with some fighters. And go that way. I got to give him credit. He's not giving up. Even though in the war report, let's see. Well, shit, he's close. 6-point or a 9-point lead for me. That is pretty close. So that's actually pretty good. And this is probably going to be a pain in my ass. But we'll have to see. What can I hit that with? 2 tanks and 5 guys? Or no, 2 tanks and 1 guy. That ain't going to be enough. All right. We're going to sack another tank because I want to get Germany's money up. All I did was buy 10 infantry and 2 artilleries. And he moved down into the Caucasus with another 17 guys down here. Bought 7 infantry, took Archangel, Vologda, West Russia, and the Caucasus. So I'm not a huge fan of that, but if he keeps going down here, we'll take Russia. So I don't think he's going to do that. I think he'll do the same thing again, bounce back up here, but you never know what he's going to do. So we're going to take all this, and then we're going to go with 1 artillery and 3 guys and 2 fighters. And we're going to hit that. And then we're going to stack France. Man, I wonder if we're going to do it because I want to keep the fighters in Germany. So let's take this, and then we'll go in here. All right. And actually, let's not do this. I can do... We'll split the difference. %. 2%, right? 10 infantry, 3 fighters, 1 AA gun. 2%. If I did the math right. And then I can get rid of that, make West Russia even better. So let's do that, and we'll see if we can't force the issue here. All right. All right. Combat was okay. We're gonna send plane there. And we're going to send an AA gun down there. Our 3 fighters are going back to Germany. Oh, you know what? No. Let's do this. Let's send this fighter here because I can put my Japanese tanks right there. I don't want to... What's my money? What do I have here? 10 guys and 2 artilleries. So I'm going to do 8 and 2 into Germany. So I'm going to have 2 guys there anyway. 2 guys in a fighter? Well, I'm going to lose a plane. I don't really want to lose a plane. Yeah, let's go this way. Let's do it. And then we'll send this guy into 15. Actually, you know what? Yeah. All right. All right, we're going to do 2 artillery and 8 infantry, and we'll do 2 infantry into Karelia. Alrighty, that's kind of a long German turn, not the best. But once I land fighters here, in fact, I'm going to put fighters here. Need J fighters. Alright, I can send the Japanese fighters over there, and I can hold this, and then I can slide down into the Caucasus and take it and start building. Alright, that's going to do it for Germany 7. I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 7. Alright, Japan round number 7. So, England bought a battleship. He bought a battleship, 3 artilleries, 2 infantry, and then he actually hit Karelia, took Norway, and hit Baltic and Northwestern. He's got 4 transports? Yeah, he does. Alright. Partial success. Failed Karelia, got Baltic, got Northwestern, and he obviously took Norway for free. Alright. So we're going to deal with that. And then he took Egypt back with no losses. And let's see. Let me go back to his combat. Took Egypt with no losses. Took Northwestern no losses. Alright. So that's fine, actually. That's fine. We got, and you know, because USA is trying to rebuild his navy and he's going down here, which is trying to recapture some of this stuff, I went ahead and just bought 2 aircraft carriers and a destroyer and 5 infantry for my land there. And then we're going to take 3 infantry and 2 tanks and go right there. We're going to take 1 guy to go there, 1 guy to go there. We're going to go here, we're going to grab our artillery and our infantry, and we're going to go to 34 and hit Egypt again. And we're going to run this tank all the way over there. Let's see what else. I think that's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. Alright, combat was good. We took everything we wanted. So for the non-com, we're going to send 2 tanks up there and 1 plane. And then we're going to send 6 planes over to West Russia. 1 plane is going into Sea Zone 60. Our battleships are going into 48. These guys are falling back. Our transport's going to 29. And these fighters are going to 60. I'm wondering if I should just move this guy this way. Doesn't really matter, actually. It really doesn't matter. He's going to buy more battleships, 100%. Oh yeah, I'm going to move this guy here. Where do I want to put him? I'll put him in 11. Can his bomber reach there? 1, 2... Oh yeah, but yeah, the bomber can land here, so... But that'll put his bomber over here somewhere, and not in here. So that's good for me. So I'll take that. Did he bomb? No, he bombed Germany last time, I think, but... Alright, so that is going to be it, I think. Yeah. Alright, our aircraft carriers and our destroyer go into 60. And then we put 3 infantry and 2 infantry. And that is it. We got 58 bucks. We need to keep buying land units. If he comes down with the 17, we'll hit, we'll take Russia. I think he's going to have to go back here with at least part of this. But he's got 21 bucks with Russia, so he's going to buy 7 more infantry. So he's got plenty of money. I have not squeezed his money yet. As monster of a Japan is, I have not squeezed his money. What I really need is a bomber. This navy here, if he goes here to Australia, I guess he can go here, and I can't kill him. Which, that would be good for him. But I can probably go down there and kick him out of there. Alright, anyway, that's going to do it for Japan 7. I'll see you guys back for Germany round 8. Alright, Germany around number 8. So, he had some fantastic success. I ran the numbers on that battle, and it was... It was a 48% battle in Manchuria. No, it was a 48% battle in Ivanki, and he lost 1 guy. That was a 3% result. And then in Manchuria... which one was that one? I don't know. I have so many calculators. But anyway, that one was a big failure too. So... that kind of sucked. The one about this one that really sucks is that now he's in position to take Shanghai, which kind of sucks. But again, it is what it is. This ain't gonna work. I guarantee you that's not gonna work. I'm not gonna win that battle. I'm going to do it anyway, though. We're just going to try to stack the And I'll get these fighters back over into Japan and we'll just kill those guys. I'm just going to try to hang on to the 3 victory cities that I have in Europe and try to take Hawaii before allowing him to get the Philippines. So, or sneakily get India. So anyway, I'm going to try that. Japan's another story. All I did with Germany was buy. Well, let's just see what he did real quick. USA bought an aircraft carrier, fighter, 2 artilleries, 2 infantry. Everything went over on the East Coast. Now he's going to threaten France. Eastern Australia, Western Australia, South Africa, and Manchuria. 3 infantry, 2 tanks, and lost 3 infantry. So that was pretty good for him. And then in Russia, Russia just did 7 infantry. Took Persia, took Ukraine, took Kaz, and took Ivanki. 2 tanks and 2 fighters, lost 1 infantry. That's fantastic. I just bought 14 infantry with Germany, which I'm going to do, I think, from now on. I'm going to have 11 next turn. Maybe, hopefully, more than that. So I'm going to do an artillery and an infantry, and we're going to go 1 infantry down here, take that, and then we're going to do a fighter, and then we're going to do 2 infantry and artillery and a fighter, and then, and I want to kill this, but I don't think I will. I don't think I will. Oh, man. Yeah, let's try it anyway. I don't really want to do that, but wait a minute. No. And what about this one here? We do 2 infantry in a plane. All right. We'll have 14 guys plus 3 fighters in Germany. And we'll send, oh, well, we'll find out. Yeah. All right. That's very good. Alright, combat was okay. Actually, I mean, part of it was bad. We got not a single hit with attacking tanks in Ivanki. Not 1 hit. I don't know what else to say about that. Fighters are going back to Germany. And then this stuff's going back. And then this guy's going here. That's not going to do anything except maybe, I don't know, maybe the aircraft carrier can get a hit on one of his fighters. At least he's going to have to send probably more than one fighter, I would think, to do that. But you never know. Maybe he won't. Who knows? He's been getting pretty good with dice. So, who knows? But I have to set up Japan to kill this one here, which is Jiangsu, Shanghai, and take Hawaii. So I'm gonna set it up to do it in round 9 or 10, maybe 10, I think. This is gonna be a pain in the ass. These guys here. It's just really gonna be a pain in the ass. Oh, it might even be worth sending fighters to kill it. It really might. Especially since he's going to put an industrial complex there. But after this next turn, I'm going to have transports here that are going to drop right in there. So if he wants to put an industrial complex there, he's going to lose it. So, all right. 10 guys in Germany. 2 guys in Karelia, 2 guys in Italy. All right, that is going to do it for Germany round 8. I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 8. All right, Japan round number 8. So, United Kingdom bought 3 artilleries, 5 infantry, and then he hit Northwestern, no losses. Lost an infantry in Baltic, and then landed in Finland with no losses. Undefended. And then he did actually hit his 3 fighters, attack this, and the aircraft carrier got a fighter. So that was nice. I don't want to mess around, but I need to put pressure on USA here. This is going to suck because he's going to go down and take Shanghai, but I went ahead and just bought 3 transports, destroyer, 2 subs, and 2 artilleries and 3 infantry. And then we're going to go and take this. We are going to go with 2 infantry and 3 fighters. And hit that. We're going to run our tank over here. And I think that's it. Oh yeah, we got to move this transport over there. All right, I think that's it. All right. All right, 3 fighters going to India. This guy's going to Egypt. Transport's going up to 35. Battleships are going to 37. That's it. I could send the fighters to Borneo. Could send my 4 fighters to Borneo. But I'm not going to. I assume that USA is going to take Borneo, but I'll just take it back next turn. I'm just getting really irritated with just this whole mess. This game, I feel like I've wasted so much time with this game. And I should have ended the game a long time ago. So I am just getting kind of frustrated with... But he keeps countering, so... Good for him. He's going to take this stuff. Ooh, I got to send these 3 fighters down here to Kwangtung. Alright. Germany's going to clean this up. Japan's going to clean this up. And then we're going to see if we can't. We can set up to take... Depending on where he puts his battleship, we can set up to take Hawaii. Next turn. We might even take Alaska. But he's got money. He's probably going to just spend. He's got $45. He'll probably just buy ships here. The guy buys ships all the time, so it is what it is. But once we clean up his stuff here, then we'll just focus on maybe snagging Hawaii. We're going to have to do like a snipe, I think, where we move into position so it doesn't look like we're taking Hawaii, and then we take Hawaii. And I don't know how I'm going to do that. Maybe I go to 49 as if I'm blocking him here. You know, if he goes to 40... I think he can... Oh, he can't go to 46. He can go to 45. He can actually put this fleet and this fleet in C-Zone 45, which I think that's where he's going to go next. So then I can go into 49... and like I'm blocking his fleet from going to the Philippines, and then just take Hawaii. Because what was he going to block it with? A battleship? I guess he can block it with a cruiser. But I think I can just kill this fleet. Because I'll have... What am I? Move that stuff over there. This stuff's going to have to go back to... That's what he's going to do. He's going to go to 45. Anyway. It's a rather short turn for Japan. Alright, so we're going to put a destroyer and 2 subs in India there. Why do we need 2 subs there? Maybe we should put 1. Yeah, let's leave it there. 2 artillery is going to Kwangtung. And then 3 infantry are going into... Oh, well, I can't put them there. So we'll send 2 infantry into Egypt. Maybe we should send... 3 transports are going here. We got 1 sub against a destroyer and 2 subs. Or a sub and a cruiser against a destroyer and 2 subs. Oh no, these guys can't attack it anyway. So it's 1 sub against a destroyer and 2 subs. Alright. If that fucking wins, I guess it is what it is. So let's do 1 infantry over here. Alright. Alright. That's going to do it for Japan round 8. And I will see you guys back for Germany round number 9. Alright, Germany round number 5. So, I do apologize for my voice. I'm maybe fighting, maybe getting a cold. I don't know. But I apologize if I sound a little bit scratchy. So, USA I think had a pretty good turn. USA in round 8 bought 3 fighters and an aircraft carrier. Where'd the other fighter go? Oh, this aircraft carrier over here. And then he took Borneo and took whatchamacallit, man, he took the Solomons, he took New Guinea, he took Borneo. He killed my transport in Sea Zone 1, which we figured he would do. And he took French West Africa, which is here. Let's see. And he took Kiangsu. So Japan's got a little bit of work cut out for him, but I think we're okay. But Russia just is killing me how much money they're making. I've thoroughly screwed this up, I think, and let America back in the game. But I think I can set it up so maybe in round 11 I capture Hawaii. And if I can hold the rest of the stuff, then that'll be enough. Because I'll kick him out of Shanghai this turn. Yeah. Yeah, I'll kick him out of Shanghai this turn. Alright, so all I did was buy a fighter, two artillery, and 9 infantry. And then we're going to do this artillery and this artillery, 4 infantry, and 2 fighters. And hit Northwestern. We're going to take one fighter and 2 infantry. And hit Baltic. And that's it. Russia, he just bought a handful of infantry and artillery, but then he moved 26 guys into West Russia. Not know if he's going to try to go forward with that. Maybe he will, but I don't think he can push too far forward unless he's going to lose. Maybe he will, though. I'm not really threatening Russia, so if he goes forward, he might be able to push all the way there. I don't know. The way I'm playing this, I just don't know. But hopefully I can take Hawaii before he gets to Germany. Oh, man. And I'll send the Japanese fighters from India up here to Karelia, and we should be able to hold that against the 26 guys. Oh, he's got 27. Oh, shit. How did that happen? 27, yeah. Yeah, still not good enough. All right. Let's run this combat and see what happens. All right, combat was good. It was more than good. It was pretty great. We didn't lose anybody in Northwestern, and we lost one guy in Baltic, so that's fine. So he can take Baltic back again if he wants. One fighter's going to go into Karelia. One fighter's going into Germany. One fighter's going into France. Italy's moving over to France. This guy's going back to Poland. We're just going to give him these, which sucks, but we're going to have to. And then we're going to we'll send, what am I doing? 7, 2, and 1. $15, 2, and 1. Yeah. I want to have a counter, though. Some counter. We'll just send 2 guys there. Which kind of sucks. But I do want to have at least some sort of counter here. Alright. Now we are going to put 2 infantry in Karelia. And 7 infantry and 2 artillery and a plane into Germany. right? Yeah. All right. Germany's still okay right now. But it's not going to stay that way for very long. So I got to do what I need to do and get Hawaii pretty quickly. I'll take these back. I'm going to kill these transports this turn. Probably send my Navy into 48. And then build a little bit more Navy here. And then I'm going to push into probably 52. Or somewhere where I can threaten Hawaii and Western United States. And I'll have to buy men or something for the Western United States. So, but if I'm here, then I can go somewhere where he can't. He's going to have to. This is not going to win, so he's going to have to move out of the way. So, anyway, that's going to do it for USA. I'm sorry, Germany, round number 9. Sorry about that. And I will see you guys back for Japan, round number 9. All right, Japan, round number 9. So England, 4 artilleries and 4 infantry purchased. Hit Baltic, hit Northwestern, took them both. No units lost in Baltic. Lost 2 infantry in Northwest. So he's just keeping the trading these, which is fine. Because I don't care. I really don't care about these. I'll trade them back. But the whole point is I just need to keep France, Italy, and Karelia and Germany. So I'm not even worried about that. And I need to take Hawaii and then I'll... What am I missing? Oh, yeah, because stupid, he took Shanghai. So I'm going to correct that mistake. And then we're going to press and try to take Hawaii in round 11. In round 11. So we went ahead and bought another aircraft carrier, 2 destroyers, a fighter, and 2 artilleries. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a plane and we're going to kill this. Another plane's going to kill this. Wait a minute. I want to make sure that's in the C zone. Yeah, see? I didn't want it to go onto New Guinea. I wanted it to go in there. So we're going to kill both of those. Right? And then we're going to go 1 artillery and 1 infantry and the tank. And then we're going to take Kaz. And then we're going to hit this. And 5 fighters. Let's see, the fighters that go here can go 1, 2, 3, 4. So my whole fleet's going to end up in 48 at the end of this turn. And then it's going to end up in 52 next turn. All right. All right, so we're going to take this. All right, I think that's all we want to do. Yeah. All right, combat was good. We did everything we wanted to do. Oh shit, I forgot that was Germany's, not even Japan's. All right. That's okay though. All right, we're going to send our Indian fighters over to Karelia. And then we're going to send, let's see, 2 of the fighters. Wait, no. Oh yeah, we're going to send 2 of the fighters here. We're going to send the other 2 here. We're going to send our 2 aircraft carriers here. Our destroyer. And 2 fighters are going here. Oops. And then this other fighter is going to go... I need to get it somewhere. I need to get it somewhere. Let's see here. I could put it there. I could put it here. Where did I want it to go? What if it's here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it can go to Karelia. So let's put it there. And then the rest of our fleet is going also to 48. And we're going to pick up the tank. 5 guys. Here. All right. Yeah, I think that's right. All right. All right, aircraft carrier and 2 destroyers go into 60. 2 artilleries into India. Fighter into Egypt. And really, we're just going to use Egypt as for a landing strip to get Japanese fighters into Germany. That's basically all we're going to use it for, to try to defend our victory cities. And then this fleet here, we're going to meet in 52 next turn with all of this shit. Hopefully he backs off. This fleet is strong enough to kill this fleet, no matter, even if he stacks it here. If he goes down here... Well, I can't really do anything, but that's okay. If he goes down here, I'll still go into 52, and he'll have to make a decision. You know, he's going to put stuff here. But we should have enough with 6 fighters, 2 battleships, 3 aircraft carriers, 4 destroyers, and a couple of subs. We should have more than enough to defend against whatever he can put there. So, and I'll buy a couple of bombers next turn so that I can hit 53 with everything I got in round 11. So that's going to do it for Japan round number 9. And I will see you guys back for Germany round number 10. All right, Germany round number 10. So we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. My moves are going to seem like really silly, but I'm playing ultra super defensive, maybe too much. Because I'm going to try to win the game in round 11. So he just did with USA. He bought an artillery, 3 infantry, and 6 submarines, and put it over there. And I guess he's going to try to hit France in round 11 with 4 units, couple of fighters. I'm gonna have to see if I can stack. Man, this is gonna be tight, I think. But he's going to have to buy a lot of shit for Western United States after Japan's turn. Then he moved his fleet down here. I'm guessing he's going to try to do an end around and maybe try to sneak up here and take the Philippines or India, one or the other. So I think I'm just going to buy a bomber and a bunch of destroyers for Japan, set up in 52, and then go move to block. Move to block all of his stuff. Because he's going to have to move his fleet back this way, I think, to counter, to take Hawaii back. I think he's going to have to. I think I can withstand it anyway. Let me go to the Pacific real quick. Let's see. And I'll add 2 battleships for him. 2 more subs. And a cruiser. Okay. I'm still pretty good on my Navy. And he's going to have to land stuff in Hawaii. So I'm pretty good there. For Germany, I just bought, let's see, and then Russia bought an artillery and 6 infantry. And then he moved, he took Ukraine. He moved forward, which I knew he would. And then he took Barry, which I knew he would. Took Persia, but we'll kill that one. We'll kill that guy. And then took Kaz. All that stuff is fine, because he's going to run out of time. Well, hopefully. I bought 9 infantry, 2 artillery. And then we're just going to leave. It's going to be weird, but we're going to leave... we're going to leave Ukraine. And we're not going to kill him. And then we're going to do 2, 2, and 2. That's all we're going to do. Alright. Combat was pretty good. Double hitbacks in Baltic, which kind of sucks, but other than that, we lost a guy and a couple guys in... wasn't bad. Send 1 fighter to France, 1 back to Germany, 1 back to Karelia, 1 back to Germany. And then we're going to go... that's it. 2 infantry into Karelia, and then 7 and 2 into Germany. Alright, we just got to be careful about this landing group here sneaking over to maybe 13, right? So he can hit Italy. Which that might be what he's going to do. I don't know. Not a terrible idea. And then see what this group here is going to do. Try to sneak around. So we're gonna press hard for Hawaii, or depending on what he does for defense, Western United States, but maybe Hawaii. And we're gonna kill this guy, and we're gonna send our. Yeah, we'll probably send... I don't know what we'll do here. We may send that artillery that way and then send everything else this way. But anyway, that's going to do it for Germany round 10. I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 10. All right, Japan around number 10. So England did exactly what he thought he would do. He bought 4 artilleries, 4 infantry, hit Baltic, hit Northwestern, took them both, lost an infantry in both, did nothing else. We're going to set up for the VC victory, hopefully, in round 11. All I bought was a bomber and 4 destroyers, and I'm just going to use the destroyers to try to block. So we're going to take this with Japan, and then we're not even going to take Persia. We're not even going to take Persia. I think that's all the combat we're going to do. Yeah, that's all we're going to do as far as combat. That's all we're going to do. We're not going to take back our money islands. He's going to take this money island, probably. But he's going to have to put some of his fleet here, and then I don't care. I'll just send all my fighters over to defend. See, if I got fighters here, can they get over to India? 1, 2, 3. No, they can't get over to India. But I can maybe buy an aircraft carrier and land them on 35 if I have to. Maybe. Or just put 4 fighters, because all he's got is 3 infantry and an artillery in there. So, and he's going to have to take back some of the stuff. So, we've let Russia just expand. UK, we pretty much let him do whatever he wants, because we've kind of messed this up after we had a pretty good hold on everything. But this is what we're going to do. So, let's see. That's all the combat we're going to do, I guess. What's my map notes? Yeah, I know. Alright. Alright, for the non-com, everything we got is going into 52. Let's see here. We're going to leave a tank on... we're going to leave a tank on Philippines. Alright, everything's going there. We're going to move 1 artillery up here. Our fighter is going to Karelia. 1 fighter is going to Germany. This fighter is going to France. Our tank is going back to Persia. Our 2 guys are going over to Persia. I mean, Trans, not Persia, Trans. Do I need the fighter there? I got 18 guys, 3 fighters, 18, 3 fighters, 18, 2 fighters. I think that's probably pretty good. Or actually, I'll have... Yeah, I think that's okay. And then he's going to have to defend. He's got nothing to block USA. So he's going to have to either buy some more Navy, which I'm sure he will. And we'll just see how much it is. And maybe we'll just put... Yeah, we might be able to just kill whatever he's got there and leave our 7 guys there. I don't know. But I think we're in a pretty good spot there. We'll have to watch this transport, these transports. He's going to take this money island for sure. 100%. He's going to take the money island. We're going to try to block him from taking other stuff. Alright, our bomber's going to India. 2 destroyers are going to India. A destroyer is going into C-Zone 17 and 1 into 61. And those are just blockers. We got $40 to buy 4 planes next turn, and we'll see how it goes. But that's going to do it for Japan 10. I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 11. All right, Germany round number 11. So USA USA bought a fighter, 3 artilleries, and 7 infantry. And then he took East Indies, took the Congo here, and that's so he can land his bomber. He's going to send his bomber here. And then he took, oh no, I'm sorry. He took Congo and he took Sudan. And then he moved his fleet into 54, or into 56. I don't know why he did that. He has no transports here. Sorry. He has no transports in range of Hawaii because he moved them all over here. So now with the transports in 37, he can go up here to Shanghai. He can go over here to Philippines, or he can go right here to India. Well, I've got destroyers that I'm going to block these 2 territories, and then he will not be able to go to the Philippines or Shanghai. So those will be out of play. I've got a destroyer here for now. If the bomber takes out the destroyer, which it probably will, let me see if it can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, it can't. It can't do it at all. So this destroyer's fine. So I don't even have to worry about India. Right? Did I do the math right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can't do it. He can't do it. Let me do the math somewhere else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I take it back. I take it back. I don't have to do anything with Italy. God, I hope that math is right. Okay, so all I have to do is defend India then. I could have sworn, no, I guess he can't hit that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got nowhere to land. Okay. All right, I'm sometimes really bad at counting bomber spaces. So I won't have to do that. I won't have to. I'll still... Well, no, why give him any chance at all? Yeah. I don't know if I did the math right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. He's got no other bombers in range. USA is not going to matter because he goes after me. I think I'm fine. I think all I have to do is defend India and Karelia. He's definitely going to hit Karelia. So what he did is then he moved his stuff over here. Why I have no... Oh, he moved the sub back here. But I don't know what he's doing here. Maybe he's going to kill my navy, but I won't care. I really don't care because I'll have Hawaii. And then Russia bought 3 artilleries, 5 infantry, and then they actually attacked Karelia. So he took the Far East for nothing. He took Bulgaria for nothing. Took Xinjiang for nothing. Sichuan for nothing. And then he hit Karelia. Lost 26 infantry, 2 artilleries, but he killed 17 infantry. Softening it up for UK. But I didn't realize that, so maybe I should send another fighter over there. So I'll put 2 there, 3 there. Yeah, I guess, or 4 there. So I'll just send... I'll send 1 infantry there. Because I'm going to send all the Japanese fighters there. In this round, I'll send all the Japanese planes to France and Italy. Alright. And then with Japan, I'll just fortify India. Block these 2 sea zones. take Hawaii, and I did the math on this. I have a 77% chance to cap San Francisco. I'm going to take it. Because even if I win it, then I'm going to be ahead of the game 10 victory cities. If I lose it, it doesn't really matter. Unless he somehow manages to take India. Which he probably will. I don't know. I should be okay with what? He'll have 4 land units. And I'll have 6 land units and 3 fighters and a bomber. That should be enough. That really should be enough. He won't be able to bombard because I have a destroyer, but we'll have to see. Okay. I just bought 11 infantry with Germany. And then we are going to take 2 of these. And then all we're doing here is just trying to kill the units. I don't care if we take the territory. I just don't want him to use these units in his attack. We'll go there. We'll go there. Baltic's the big one that has to win. Because I can't have those units attacking Karelia. I just can't. So let's see. 2 infantry and artillery and 2 planes, and then 3 infantry and artillery and 2 planes. And that is all we're going to do. That is all we're going to do. All right, so let's get this done. Okay. All right, combat was good. We lost a couple guys, but it's okay. We cleared out the units, so that's what we wanted to do. So we're going to send 1 fighter back to France, 1 fighter back to Germany, and then 2 fighters are going to Karelia. These 2 guys are going up to Karelia, and then 1 infantry is going to go down to Italy. So I'll have 16 and 2 fighters. I'll have a bunch of units in there. What am I building? I'm going 2 there, 3 there, and 6 there. Which will be 20. So let's send 2 guys over to France. And then we'll have 18. So we'll have 18 in France, 18 in Germany. And we'll have 4 in Italy. And then we're going to send all these fighters down to Italy. Maybe not the French one. But probably. Maybe just the 4 fighters. I don't know. I think that's it though. I send Bello? Yeah, I did. Okay. And I send a German plane up there? Yeah, I did. Okay. All right. 2 infantry go there. 3 infantry go into Italy. 6 infantry into Germany. All right. I mean, he's got choices. He's got to go for Karelia or Germany or France. Karelia is probably his best chance. What do I have? I have 18 and 2 fighters and an AA gun. And he can do 4 and 4. 2 fighters, a bomber, and an artillery. That's not winning. And in France, I have no AA gun, but 18 infantry and 2 fighters. That's a 0.1% chance of winning. Karelia obviously is the big one. He can do, I've got 5 infantry, 2 artillery, 4 tanks, and 5 planes and an AA gun, and he can do, he's got a little under a 5% chance of taking Karelia. Just under 5%. So, I mean, if he gets that, then so be it. If he doesn't get that, we'll take Hawaii. We'll take Western United States. We might not even take Western United States. We might just block. Depending on if he figures out a way to kill my destroyer here. But anyway, that's going to do it for Germany round number 11. And I'll see you guys back for Japan round 11. Alrighty, Japan round number 11. So, United Kingdom decided to hit Karelia. So he did the same, 4 infantry, 4 artilleries. And then he hit Karelia and actually had a decent Karelia, but I have 1 tank remaining and my 5 fighters. So that was good. Bottom line is he has nothing that's in range of Karelia now, so it's safe. And I should be in a position to block everywhere else and defend India. And then we should win the game. So, all I did was buy 4 fighters with Japan. And then I am going to hit Persia. I'm going to take Hawaii. And then I'm going to take Western United States. Well, I shouldn't say I'm going to take it. I'm going to attack it. It's about a 77% chance to cap Western USA. About. All right. I'm taking Hawaii. Okay. Persia, we're taking it. Hawaiian, we're taking. And Western United States. Alright, so combat was a success. Except you got 2 hits in Persia and I had to sack the bomber. The reason I had to do that is because I need this territory so I can run this tank down here for defense. The bomber was only going to defend at a 1. So it would have been nice to have, but it's not imperative. So we are going to send our German fighter to France. We're going to send our destroyer to 14 to block. We're going to send 1 more fighter to France. We're going to send 2 of those fighters down to India. Actually, you know what? We're not going to do that. We're sending all 3 of them down to India. If 18 guys and 3 planes can't beat this here, then I don't deserve to win. And then we are going to take one destroyer and put it in 36. And then this destroyer is going to 47. And that is going to prevent this fleet from going to Shanghai or the Philippines. So they're stuck there. And then this will go into 56. As long as these are all blocked, I'm good. So the destroyer's going there. Destroyer's going there. Destroyer's going there. We should be good. Okay. I don't know if he was on. He might have jumped on and saw this and forfeited. That's interesting. But this is going to be the end of the game. Way, way, way longer than I expected it to go. I mismanaged the axis. I did some stupid stuff. I think this is the game where I like in round 3 did the double carrier drop, right? Yeah. So in round 2 I did the double carrier drop so I could kill his fleet in 17. Which I think at the time I wanted to get rid of his fleet here, but that was probably not the best use of my resources. I was up against Russia's doorstep early, and I could never put him away. And then he just used his transports to go around and steal territories back. And it just continued way longer than I thought. Eventually, obviously, I was able to just hold the territories that I needed to hold. And that's one of the lessons, I guess, to learn from this is for the last like 4 turns, we were doing the same exact thing with India. I'm sorry, with England. He was just taking Northwestern and taking Baltic, never hitting Karelia because he really couldn't. Taking some money, but never really making any inroads. And I had enough money where I could keep replenishing and just stack the territories I needed to. He wasn't really making any headway. It's probably been a decent idea on some of those turns to put like a stack either in Norway or even try to stack Finland. Probably Norway. If you would have went to Norway and then next turn put like 16 units in Finland instead of spreading out the 4 units in Northwestern and the 4 units in Baltic, he might have been able to put a squeeze on Karelia and get me out of there. Maybe. I'm not saying that would have happened, but I think it would have been a better plan than just to go in here and just keep dropping them like this. Especially since USA really wasn't helping. He had, he went over here, he went mad KJF, but then he left his fleet exposed. Let me see what round that was. Let's see, I think it was round like 6. Yeah. So round 6, I killed his entire fleet. I had 2 choices. I could kill all of his stuff in Manchuria, or I could kill his fleet. And that was probably the turn I also made my greatest mistake, was probably the next round. When I sent the tanks over here with the fighter, I should have just sacked that Japanese plane. I should have sent it to Karelia instead of Evenki in the first place. And then I should have... but if I decided to leave it here, I shouldn't have tried to save it. I should have just gone with the tanks and everything into Manchuria and put up a better defense instead of just leaving the plane out here to dry. And then I lost my land units in Manchuria, and he basically, I had to regroup, and that was a pain. I could have forced him completely out of Asia and stormed towards Russia. But when he finally realized that I was just going to do a VC snipe and stack, then too late he hit Corellia, and he just didn't have enough stuff to kick me out of Corellia. So kind of a longer game than I thought. I haven't looked at my opponent's rank yet, but I'll check that out and probably put that in the intro. So, oh, what else? That's gonna do it. I think that's gonna do it. So, it's the end of this game and the end of this video. If you made it to the end, I definitely appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for all the feedback and your support, and I will see you guys back for another video.